Sometimes I did dread on making this video about everything that's going on right now. It's really chaotic, really. So today on on a Monday, recording this at 10:16 p.m. at night. Um, it's been pretty much it's pretty much been a week since what is this? It's my pretty much my dog died. I did man, talked about this a bit on stream a few days ago, and it's just crazy to see that, you know, that one dog. Oh yeah, what is it? The dog you see right there? What is it? That's my blue nose right there. Beautiful, ain't she? It's funny because when people see her, you're just like, people have the concept and idea of oh, she's a scary dog, but nah, not this one. Maybe not sociable because we didn't really have her around other dogs and such, but she got to know you. You were chill with her, you really were. But yeah, man, it's been like one week. On the 13th, on the Monday, she she finally passed away. And for two, I don't know, maybe 3 months, we noticed something that was on her. We're like, huh, this is strange. This is weird. What is this? And so we, we looked, we we looked what was going on, and then we find out that she has it was basically a growth cancer, pretty much. And so there's really nothing that we could do. We couldn't really. We just didn't have the money. We couldn't do it. You know, if one of us fall ill, we struggle. For all of us, we're all living paycheck by paycheck. And doing anything extra more, we couldn't. But she, what is it? What is it? This lovely of a Pitbull. Her name is her name is Ariza, or how I like to call her, Ariza. Is the way how you spell it is Ariza. It's like Arizona, but I don't know why my oldest brother called her that, and it's just stuck, for so many years. She died at the age of 14 years old. That's a long time. You know, it's a really long time for a dog, especially for her. For her breed. From what I can remember, um, pit bulls normally last around 12 years, I believe. I don't know if it's just all pit bull breeds, but she was supposed to last 12 years. She lasted. An additional two. The part that sucks about it is that there are days for the past week, random moments. I swear to God, I felt like I'm like. that one, I smelled her, and two, you know, sometimes she'll struggle sometimes into of us cutting her nails, and so you will hear like the scratches. The other day, I swear to God, I thought I heard that. The one time, I don't know if it was a day up or the next day. I say, what is it? I was just chilling. I think I don't know if I was streaming or not, but I was just chilling, and I caught like a whiff of what she smelled. The last, pretty much the last smell of her, and I looked. Just nothing. You know, sometimes me and my parents, we talked about it a few times about like how she was and everything, and I remained, you know, um, I remained composed, pretty stoic. But when I saw her, she reached to a point where the cancer was spreading very harsh, very vicious. And so she struggled. She struggled to walk over time. And there were moments, and I admit it, there were moments where I got agitated. I got frustrated because there were times um where she would just she would just essentially, you know, just poop herself. And those are the moments that, early on, I got really agitated. I got frustrated. I'm like, why are you doing this? But me not recognizing that at the moment, early, that she's slowly struggling. She's limping when she walks. She has a difficult time, even just simply jumping up there's like a gap when we let her into the backyard. That there's a gap where she essentially has to jump up. So many times, she does it flawlessly, but in the end, she struggled quite a bit. There was a few moments where I had to help her, get up. I actually had to grab her by the legs and lift her butt. I had to do that a few times. But, sometimes you think, sometimes you think of you have a pet for that long, and you just like, you ask, why did that movie or some other thing that had a pet, a long time pet, why did that affect the family so much? I get it now. I understand. And so she slowly degraded to the point where she couldn't walk no more. Her growth was growing and growing. And if anyone that knows, you know how it is when a dog is at the very end. The smell that they put out, especially one that his wounds do not close, they don't heal. No matter what we've tried to do, applied various of any medicine, they just won't working. And so, the choice had to be made, and the choice was done. We couldn't go out of our way to euthanize her, but we did we did give her something to ease the pain, to ease all of it. How's that a dog like her that was so active? You know, she loved chewing on shit. Look at the way how that couch looks. That's all her right there, and that bowl right there at the bottom, all those bites. That's all her. She loved chewing on shit. But you know, time passes, many years, and then you realize, hey man, how she looked before ain't what she looked now. That gray, have you seen a gray dog have grays or like white? That was her. That's what she looked like. I don't want to show a picture of what she looked before, rather, or how she looked now. I rather show what she looked before at her peak. And so she degraded as time went on. And I won't lie, this cancer, what she had attacked very, very aggressively. It's like she went from stage 1 to stage 2 to stage 3 in less than a few months. I think it was until like November, maybe late October. And then maybe somewhere around that time, it attacked very aggressively. And so, you know, she struggled to walk, struggled to even go to the restroom at times. Went restroom, you know, pee, not really. Those are the times where sometimes I'll wake up late and she pee inside the house. And at those moments where I'm like, okay, that's my mistake. You know, I should have stayed up late that night or last night. It's fine. I'll own up to it. It got bad to the point where she didn't even try to get up, to go, to go poop outside, and she just do it right there, and I'm just like, what is going on? But it reached to me that she was already entering her final stages, and the everything happened. She's at her and wits end. And and the crazy thing, man, I'm just thinking, what a way to start off the new year, right? We're not even halfway into the month, and so much chaos has happened. Ariza's dead, and then the fucked up part is that literally the next the next day on a Tuesday, I think it was the 14th or something. The 14th, probably. The owner calls us and says, "Hey, what is it? You guys have 30 days to move out of the house." We were like, I think it was a Tuesday. Yeah, following day. We're all just, having our moments of just being like moments of grievances, right? And then we get that call. We're just like, so we've all been panicking. We've all been having worry, like, what the hell are we gonna do? How are we gonna find a place that's livable? At least a decent place that'll hold all of us. Cause man, any money I make it's just fucking sucked up, man. It sucks. So this week, now being 1 week since the passing of my dog, and then and soon the announcement of the move that we have to do. It has been a lot of stressing on us, hands down. A lot of stress. A lot of anger, resentment, maybe even some envy. But I know that at the end of the day, we won't have to worry about Ariza anymore. You know, how are we going to take care of her? Where are we going to put her? But now, now we know that she's in a much, much more better place. The part that sucks about her is the thing that sucks about it is that we're going to have to leave her, you know, leave her back behind essentially. But maybe one day, maybe one day, maybe one day when I'm successful enough on on this on YouTube, um, I'll be able to buy this house. If it ever goes on sale again, maybe I'll be able to buy it. And I'll do like a dramatic, entrance as well. Like I just, you know, coming around through the backyard and be like, and stand, stand on, stand next to, where we buried, where we buried her, and be like, hey, Ariza, I'm back. Did you miss me? I missed you for sure. I won't lie to you. The few times where I swept and mopped, there's an area where we kept our bed. I looked down right there and it's not there anymore. And there were moments where I would just look, just stare, and stand. It's been one hell of a week and one hell of a new year. I won't lie to you. The amount of times where my mom says, you know, did we do something that was wrong? Is God punishing us? And to me, I don't even know what to tell her. I'm like, I don't know, Mom. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why all this is happening all at once at us. But I know, and I know they try to look at a positive light, but it's really difficult for them to do that right now. It's really difficult. The more days that go by, the more of the end date happens, or the due date, I guess you could say, to leave. The more days that pass by, that that we can't even find a decent, at least a decent place. But I know deep down inside that God will provide. Believe it or not, many people didn't even know I was a believer. And I'm like, yeah, man, I've always been. What is it? You don't go to church at the age of, I don't even know how old, like 9 or 10 or some shit, and not be a believer, man. The impact that it's had in our lives has been tremendous. Very positive, very amazing changes that happen to all of us, It's crazy to think about because, I mean, to me, I'm like, damn. I still remember when, like, the sudden burst of anger that my dad used to get and him drinking and all that. That's a recipe for a lot of love, a lot of love, but and other, and other things too. I'll be honest with you. I think without Christ in our life, we wouldn't really be here today. I'm pretty sure I would have been dead already. And for my brothers, I don't know. I don't think they'll be where they are right now. 100%. But overall, I know that we're gonna be okay. We just worried a lot about Ariza of what we were going to do, especially if people saw her in her condition. But now we don't have to worry about that anymore. So I just want to end this note saying that just making an announcement on why that I why my I don't know why my videos have just kind of been out there. I mean, they kind of always been out there, but now there's a reason for it, a deep reason for it. Now I know I'm not really that kind of reactor that really edits the videos. More like a scam crypto pump and dump, right? But I don't mind it really, because I wouldn't exactly say they're deep effort, but there is effort. Just not the way how people does theirs. Everyone has their ways of doing things, right? But I know that I know that I can do this. The crazy thing is that there really hasn't been any much things that I've been passionate about in my life, but this is one of them. This is something I've been passionate about, and I actually care, because I've been an active YouTube viewer for years, and I pay attention to a lot of things that people say. What to do, what not to do, what to say, what not to say, what words to use, because Big Brother, YouTube, they're always watching, and there's just some things that you just gotta avoid it, and I do. I try my best too. I try my best. I just want to give a quick update about everything that's going on. And you know what, man? Even on my videos, I do pray and hope that I do reach that subscriber goal that I say in my videos sometimes. Sometimes I think, what am I gonna do that's even special or anything like that? I don't know. It could be, I don't know. I don't like hot sauce, so I could probably do something with hot sauce, but I don't know, man. I just question, am I doing anything right? But these days I have no idea no more. I know there are times where I'm like, man, there are some days where I'm like, man, is it even worth it? Is it even worth it anymore? But then I see my parents. I see them, and I'm like, they're the reason why I try every day, even though they may not see it, because I don't really say much, but I try for them. I try for them every day. That's the reason why I make these videos, because I know that me doing this will provide significantly more than what they have right now. And the crazy thing is that I look at my brothers. I look at them and think they all have their own thing. They all have their own families. Me, I have none of those things. So I hope in a few years I'll be able to provide them a home that they love, that they can rightfully call themselves proud owners of said home. So I hope I'll be able to do that for them one day. Someday. Because when I thought about it for a while, and I thought of this, I think, even though I know that, people say do it for yourself, or don't worry about like the big, I don't know, it's like the big stuff or something. I don't know. But, BS quote that people say every day, right? But I know that deep down that my brothers are not going to be the one to really give up something like this. A home. Because they're all busy dealing with their own families. It's difficult to do that for your own parents, especially when you got to do all of this. You got to provide for your own. and maybe even some of them may not be able to because they just can't. They can't exactly afford it themselves compared to compared to the other, but it's fine. I vow to myself, I'll be that one. It'll be me. It'll be me that does it. Because honestly, I'm ready for the grind. I'm ready. It'll be a lot of work, a lot of tired hours, but if it means being able to give them a house, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. That's the reason why I do this, because I know this can provide me more than what the city can provide me. 100%. You don't even exactly live in a big place, but I know that this right here can provide me significantly more than even the city itself can offer me. And that I'm willing to try very hard. And so anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. If any of you guys, you know, if any of you guys have any sort of pet stories that you have, you know what? I'll share with you right now. If anyone, you know what? Type in a comment saying, I don't know, digging plant or something like that. And the reason why I said that because it's relative to the story. Type digging plant. Type that into the comments to let me know that you're really watching. I'm gonna share you a story about Ariza. There was a day, and we didn't know why exactly. This happened a few years ago, maybe like four or so years ago. 4 sounds about right. And so we just saw dirt, not dirt, but like soil, just on the ground. We were like, huh, that's weird. Why is she doing that? We kind of thought that, oh, maybe she's doing it out of retaliation or something, or maybe boredom. And so I think my dad, because we had these big potted plants, and I think some of them had like flowers in them, I think at the time. And so we're like, okay. And so my dad puts it back. He puts it back, he fixes it, and she does it again much later. I don't know till when exactly. I don't know, it was a few days or so, but she does it again later, and we're like, huh, why? And then my dad, and yeah, she digs into the plant again. We're like, what's going on? Why is she doing this? And so he digs into the plant, and then it turns out she was digging bones, and she was putting them into the plant. And my dad was like, why? Because it wasn't like, I think the first time he was like, I'm pretty sure the first time, like, I'm pretty sure he got frustrated. He's like, why is she doing this? Like, why? But the second time when she did it, I'm pretty sure he got frustrated. But then when he found out why, he was like, this is actually funny. It makes sense. But anyway, that was one of the stories. That's one of the things I will always remember from her. 100%, man. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. And yeah, as I said, type in the comments saying dog bone plant or planting bone or something like that. And yeah, I'll tell you guys out next time. And hope all you guys have a good Monday night, or maybe a good Tuesday, whatever it is that you guys ever see this. If anybody sees this, I'm just gonna put this out there and hope for the best. Or not really expect anything, but yeah, I'm just a small time VTuber, this is Wayne Chung 928, or maybe by now I would change it to Dram, DRAAM, Dram. And I check you guys out next time. Peace.